How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel, The Canadian Nut. How are you today? Hopefully everybody's good like me. It's Friday, which is my favorite. I've had a rough go this week, but I think I'm getting better. My back's been hurting me. So I figured I'd do a nice little easy job on my back. No big stretching or nothing like that. Where my pond comes into my UV filter and out to the barrel over there, it keeps dripping and leaking here and it's driving me nuts. So I decided to go with hard line instead of the soft line because it's just constant fighting with soft line, if you know what I mean. I got enough here to do the one piece, but I have to go back for 2 more elbows to do the other piece. Set you somewhere here where you can see what's going on. It's gonna be a pretty easy job. I'm just gonna pull this line off here, cut this right here. We're gonna take this valve out because I don't need the valve there anymore because I got a one-way valve over there now, so we don't need that anymore. And then I'm gonna leave this valve, of course. First thing we wanna do is cut this sucker right off because this valve's seized up anyways. It's wore out and everything else. So we'll cut this off like that. And we'll get it out of the way. And as you can see, the water is just feeding back because this line will be full of water. It should stop. Hopefully. Stop would be good. You can stop anytime now. Are you gonna stop? Please stop soon. Wow, that line holds a lot of water. It's coming to a stop, thank God. I was worried there for a minute. So the first thing we wanna do, of course, is scuff this up so we get a nice, good glue spot. I got a jointer here which will scuff both sides of it. Just make sure it gets a good bite and doesn't fall off. I got to get a rag and try to get that flow to stop a little bit. All right, so it's still leaking by the looks of it. Now I just thought of something. I got this thing screwed to here, and if I ever want to get it out, I'm gonna have to move it out a little bit so I can get it out. But we'll dry fit all these fittings first, and we'll see. Obviously my one-way valve is leaking, which is gonna make it really hard to seal. Oh well, we'll wipe and put it on real quick. So I'll slap some of this stuff on here, like so. We'll give it a wipe, slide it on. There we go. So there's one fitting on. That's not too bad. And now we're gonna need a piece of pipe to come out about this far, I would think. Don't really need a tape measure for this. It's kind of a guessing game. So about from here to there, I think will be plenty. That should work. Clean this out, sand it. I've already sanded that one. I must have poop in my one-way valve. That's what's causing it to leak a little bit. Let's put lots on this, just so we have lots. We'll try to wipe it out. It's gonna be hard. There we go. So we get that on there. We'll let that harden for a minute. So now I got my elbow, which we'll sand out. We'll just see where it's gonna go. So it's gonna go right about there. So I'm gonna cut some more of that off. It's still too long. Cut another inch or so off her. There we go. We'll sand that up, just like that. And we're just gonna slap this on for now. I don't wanna glue this yet until we figure out exactly where we want it. And then this one is gonna go onto here, which should be right about there. Yeah, it's gonna be too close still. Right. I gotta cut some more off of it. That should be easier. Oh, of course I cut that line. Guess I'm finishing that line today. So now let's slide this back on. Okay, so that's pretty decent there. Now it'll give me enough where when I put this on, like that, I can come out and into it, which is something like that. So we're gonna have to go down a little bit, right about there. So we're gonna need a piece of pipe about that long. 2 1/4. 2 1/2, I mean, sorry. So let's cut this off 2 1/2, right about there. Couldn't have got that any straighter. Let's do that again. That's crooked. I'm not gonna deal with that. What do you say, 2 1/2? Okay. So this piece will go into here. Actually, this is gonna come off too because we're gonna sand all this stuff. There we go. So actually we can glue that one on because it ain't coming back off. We'll glue that on. Wrong end. We'll glue this on like that. And then we can glue this in. Well, no, we don't want to glue it in. We just want to make sure it's going to be in the right spot, I guess, don't we? Where'd the elbow go? Right here. Which will be right about there. We should be able to glue this all together, actually. And the reason why I say that
is because I can. Let's get the water out of here. That thing is leaking like a sieve, that bypass. Not good. Slide this on here, and we'll turn it where it needs to be, which is right about there. Maybe a little more. Right about there. Then we'll glue this end on before it gets wet. I know, I still gotta take off the one. Don't worry, I didn't forget. Glue that on right about there. And then we'll cut a piece of pipe for here, which I want to leave room, like I said. So we're gonna go 3.5 inches, which will give me enough room to slide it off. Nothing like dropping it in the drink every time. Slide that in there, like so. Take this piece back off, and we'll glue that in there, like so. So that will do it for that. I just gotta take the screws out of that, take this fitting off and glue it. Here we go, ready for the flow? There it goes again. Nothing like a good flow cap. Man, I got all sorts of goop on this thing. I already sanded that, so we should be good to go there. I should have left that valve in there. This is gonna have a hell of a time sealing, I think. We'll have to see. You never know. Right there. Perfect. Let's let that seal up for a bit. I'll go get a screwdriver and we'll pop that thing off. I think I need a longer screw in here. Holy, that old aerator is having a day in it. It's not sounding too good. So now I should be able to slide this right in here, just like that. And now when I want to take it off to change the light, I can. And I did cut this line somewhere. So we're changing that today. So I gotta go get more fittings for that. Which is good, because that will give that time to dry up. But that's gonna be pretty good. See, now it'll be hardline, and it's not gonna friggin' leak all over the place. Like, look at this thing, it's been leaking. Carrying on, this is all ripped and cocked over. Just a matter of time before it blows itself off. I didn't want to do that other line today, but I don't have a choice. I screwed myself over. So what I'm gonna need is, I got this, so I'm gonna need elbow, 35 or whatever you call it. 1, 2, 3 elbows and a 45. Okay, so I was one fitting short, but you wouldn't know that because while I was doing all this, it wasn't on record. Oh well, it is what it is. So I just basically ran the pipe, elbow, back over to here, elbow, 45, and now I just need one more for there with this fitting and this fitting together, and then this threads into this, and my flexible hose goes on right at the edge of the pond. Not too bad. So let's get that done real quick, and then we'll be able to see if this thing leaks. Doesn't matter how much experience you have with recording yourself, hitting that record button sometimes just doesn't come very easily, and I don't know why. Leave me your comment down below if you're a creator and you have the same problem. It's kind of friggin' embarrassing, to be honest with you. Where in the hell is my sandpaper gone? For frig's sakes. The wind probably blew it away. Of course the wind blew it away. Why wouldn't it? I'm gonna have to get some boards up on this fence because my net didn't stop the dogs. So we're gonna have to do that, but it's no big deal. I don't mind the dogs coming over anyways. I know Ron might not like it, but hey, whatever. Whatever. It's all good, Jim. There's worse things in life happening than dogs jumping fences, let me tell you. They just want to come over and say hi. Hey, how you doing? Poochies. Man, that wind is blowing today, let me tell you. Okay, glue. Oh yeah. Squeeze her in there, just like that. And then one more glue job over here at the pond. Come on over and have a gander, if you can see. It might be hard for you to see. Let me put you over here. Maybe down here. One more glue job down here. Actually, let's glue the threads into this first. Forget the dope seal, just put glue on them. Thread them in. You gotta thread in quick so it doesn't harden too fast. There we go, all the way in. Perfect. Glue job. Try not to get too much in the pond. Over. There we go. Stick this on. There it is. There's my inlet. Decent. The reasoning I did, oh, there's my there's my sandpaper down there, right with my fish. Frank, if you're wondering why I didn't go with hardline into the pond, because I got to lift that out to clean it. So all we got to do now is just cut this, push it onto there with some a clamp, and Bob's your uncle. So we got to take this out like so. And we got to cut it. Now you want to make sure the pump isn't on the bottom of the pond. And the reason for that is if you break a line or something, it doesn't drain the pond completely and you lose a fish. And that's why you do that, if you're wondering. That's why I do that, if you're wondering. We should be able to cut this with my saw. There's a steel core in it, so it makes it kind of tough just to cut it with a knife. But we're going to put the pump right about there. So if we cut it right about here, we should be good. Come on. There we go. And there it goes. Now we need a clamp. So we'll clamp this on here like this. Maybe. It'll go. She's a tight fit. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, I think she'll go. Come on. I dry fitted the stupid thing. Probably because it's cold. There it goes. Maybe. Come on. Why does everything have to be so fucking ignorant? This is another reason why I hate soft line. It's always a pain in the ass. You almost gotta thread this stuff on, I think. Am I threading it on or off? Well, obviously not on. Where's the clamp? Did I put it on? That'd be a prick if I did all this and the clamp wasn't on. Yep, there it is right there. Okay. This thing's right in my way. This isn't supposed to be this hard. This is supposed to be easy as piss. Took the shit to the store and it fit perfect. So this must have shrunk. I'm gonna lose it, man. This hose sucks. Oh, something happened. Must be in all how you hold your tongue. How many times have we said that to each other before? It's all in how you hold your tongue. Something's happening. Maybe. What's happening? Now it's not again. Just gotta get that one rib over it. Once it's over, then I can stretch it. This thing just wants to be a fucking douchebag. Be nice to have a stretch tool. Stretch the fuck out of it. Heat gun it is. That's a problem with this pond yet. They don't make one fucking line the right fucking size for anything. Look at that. That's some heat. She falls right on. Wow. That's all I can say. Good enough. Now I gotta put the pump back on the friggin' hose. Oh my God. Lord help me. This should be easy. Oh my God. Should be. It's not. Not easy at all. Because as you can see, now this thing's gonna fucking wanna go around. Oh my God. Why can't I find a fit like this one that fits? That'd be nice. Look at it. Right on there. That's the way it's supposed to go. I think we got it. I think. Could be wrong. Known to be wrong before. There we go. Hard line in. Now, the question is it gonna leak? Probably. But we're gonna find out right now. Put that over here. Put this over here. Move this over here. Good. Good. Plug it in. There goes the pump. There goes the aerator. And the UV light is where? Did it drop in the water? Yep. Why wouldn't I? Okay. Gotta wait for water flow to start. There's a water flow. That's good. You know what that tells me? It's working. Any leaks? Not one leak. Oh yeah. So there we go. My pond is hard plumbed now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was kind of a pain in the ass video, to be honest with you. Right, Georgia? Georgia, was it a pain in the butt video? They don't care. They're playing. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification. Love you all. Glad you're here. Don't stop, and we'll see you on the next one.